Hi, welcome to the Online Jewelry Academy. I'm Professor John Ahr and I'm your instructor. Students are constantly asking me for advice about annealing. And at the end of this video, I'm going to introduce you to a product that will definitively tell you when your metal has reached an annealing temperature. And by the way, it isn't a kiln. Now, students are really concerned about not wanting to melt their metal. And of course, the debate about whether to quench or not is ongoing. To quench or not to quench is the name of the video that we've made that answers that question for you. So let's talk about what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to provide you with information that will be especially helpful if you're working in a studio where it's impossible to pull down the blinds or turn off the lights and anneal in the dark. Let's start with the basics. The annealing temperature of silver is between 1,110 degrees and 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. But the melting temperature is 1,635 degrees Fahrenheit. Not too far from where it gets annealed. Now, if you have a super hot torch and a brightly lit studio, it's hard to see when the metal gives off that dull red glow, signaling that it's annealed. But good news, there are a few tricks that I have to help you safely anneal your metal in any lighting condition. Now, some jewelers paint a layer of low flow flux, like handy flux, on the surface of their metal. The great thing about using a low flow flux is that it will clarify or go completely clear at 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you see clear flux on the surface of your piece, you know you've hit an annealing temperature. Another way to gauge whether or not you've achieved an annealing temperature, on silver and copper specifically, is to draw a line on the metal with a permanent marker prior to heating. Now, when the metal reaches the correct annealing temperature, the line will disappear. Now, where was I? Anyway, some jewelers use a kiln to heat soak their metal to achieve an annealing temperature. But that costs money and time. A better option is to use something that jewelers can borrow from Welders. These are temperature indicating sticks. Now, the ones that I'm most familiar with are temple sticks. You can get them online or from a welding supply shop. They're basically crayons that are designed to melt only when you've achieved a specific temperature on your work. So let me show you how they work. Now, what you want to do is set up a surface that's safe enough for you to anneal on top of, with ventilation, of course. And what I want to do is I want to predetermine which stick I'm going to use first. In this case, I have one that will melt at 1,100 degrees and one that will melt at 1,000 degrees. Remember, the annealing temperature for silver is achieved at a minimum of 1,110 degrees. So let's get started. I'm going to light my torch and start to heat my metal. And I'll pick up the 1,000 degree crayon. Now, if I rub the crayon on it now, nothing happens. You don't see a mark. So we'll just wait until we get past the heat staining phase. And as I try this again, now I'm beginning to see a little bit of the crayon on the surface. So I can try the next one. And there we've got it. So we've achieved 1,100 degrees minimum. And by the time that I pull away the torch and set it down, I bet that that piece is perfectly annealed within the proper range. So whether you choose to air cool your metal or quench it in water, that's totally up to you. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up and remember to click on the icon in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. That way you'll become a subscriber to our channel. If you ring the bell, you'll automatically receive notifications weekly of new Online Jewelry Academy videos. Remember, you can find more information and more content on our website at onlinejewelryacademy.com. We also regularly post to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you'd like to support the production of an Online Jewelry Academy video, you can do so with a contribution through patreon.com. And the Online Jewelry Academy has 2 classes on udemy.com, Colorful Silver Jewelry and Making Beautiful Articulated Jewelry. Check them both out. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching.